They say try hard like it's a crime, but we keep trying every time. Do or not, there is a try. Yoda told us all along. If trying's wrong, then so are we. Welcome to Try Hard Valley.
Hey there, citizens of the liminal space that is Try Hard Valley. This is Carrie, and this is the sound of my voice. We haven't talked in a while, and that is entirely my fault. Sorry, listeners. Sorry, Yalie. So what happened was, about a month ago, I had a vivid hallucination while I was under anesthesia for my hysterectomy. And in this hallucination, the late, great, Independent and Reform Party presidential candidate from the great state of Texas, Ross Perot, came to me in the form of a robot, a Ross Perobot, if you will. And he gave me homework, naturally. I had a gig scheduled for August 15th, so I decided that my comedy show would be the perfect place to present my homework. Why? Because I, Carrie Gilbert, consistently pick the strangest hills to die on. That's right. That's what I like to do. Happy to report that my puppet show was very well received at a sold-out show at Livermore's Shanti Winery. Phew. So, now that I've satisfied the demands of my hallucinated robotic Ross Perot, I can return to my regularly scheduled Try Hard Valley programming. We'll be back with more interviews, more try-hardiness, and hopefully fewer assignments from deceased presidential candidates. And now, here's a conversation between yours truly and Yalie from 10 days ago. Hey, this is Carrie, and this is the sound of my voice.
Hi, this is Yael, and this is the sound of my voice.
We don't have a guest this week. We're just checking in. I've missed you. I've missed doing this.
I know. I feel like we haven't done a lot of this.
Yes.
And by the way, welcome to Try Hard Valley.
Thank you for saying that.
I know. We haven't. We've had the odd guest here and there, but since your surgery, obviously, we haven't done anything. And now here we are back.
And you were traveling.
Oh, fun travels. Ooh, woo.
To good old Fresno in August. How was that?
Okay, I don't want to, be too honest. Look, I'm sure there's great people and great community, but just seemed like there was an inordinate amount of stray dogs wandering around the streets. It was very strange. It felt like there should have been those, what are those, those hay barrels? Or when you're in a quiet town, what are those, they roll through town?
Oh, tumbleweeds.
Yes.
Tumbleweeds, yes.
Tumbleweeds should have been rolling through.
Barrels.
It felt like I was in El Paso, Texas. That being said, though, I was there to see some new folks that are on my sales team. They were all lovely. I have a really good group there, and I was excited to spend some time with them, but I was trying to find some really redeeming qualities about Fresno. And
you didn't go to the underground garden that I want to go to next time. So
I know.
Next time, I'll go with you.
I will take her on a very exciting tour of the underground gardens. But one of the guys that works for me, I said, hey, my friend was talking about something to do in Fresno, and he said, let me guess, the underground gardens, because clearly it's the highlight of Fresno. So it's got to be on the list.
There's a good Central Park there too. I forgot the name of it. The link in show notes. I have a friend who lives nearby, and she took me there, and we took a nice, lovely walk in the evening because it was last year in August in Fresno.
Why were you there?
I was there for work training. Fresno in August. That's crazy.
It's hot.
There was a show in the 80s that was a takeoff on Dallas that was about a grape growing family starring Carol Burnett called Fresno. I think you can still see episodes.
Did they get even a full season?
Good question. We will explore that.
But
I just remember that was a funny show and it was called Fresno. So I always think about it when I'm in Frezzy.
Carol Burnett is very funny. She could make anything funny.
It was a funny show. It was
in Fresno.
Yes, it was.
And I don't want to make anybody feel bad if they live there and they really love it.
It was one of those places that in the pandemic grew a lot because it was an inexpensive place to live. And when people could work from home, it had a little boom. I used to go there for my sister's soccer tournaments, and you get to drive through Chowchilla, California, which is famous here because of the Chowchilla bus burial.
So, Carrie, you're 3 weeks post-hysterectomy. I know we've been talking, but for our audience, how are you doing?
I'm feeling great. It's a crazy time because I had this hallucination while I was under anesthesia. And even though I no longer have a uterus, I feel pregnant with ideas and creativity. So this new show that I'm doing, this puppet show, is all based on a true hallucination that I had while under propofol at the Kaiser in Dublin, California. I actually meet with a surgeon next week to look at my incision scars and then see. I'm supposed to wait 2 more weeks at least before I actually start running again. But I have been taking a lot of walks and lifting a little bit of weight.
Good. Funny that you say that because my dad had an eye surgery recently. He's never had good vision in one of his eyes ever. And then he got to the point where he was actually almost blind.
Ooh.
In that eye. And so he was having the surgery to get it back to where it was, which wasn't great. He called my stepmom and he thought the surgery had already happened. But he hadn't even had the surgery yet.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You know how people have phantom limbs?
Right.
He had a phantom surgery.
It's like the anesthesia does crazy things to you.
It does.
Can I get me some of that?
It's so nuts because I've had so many ideas based on this thing that happened while I was under. And I don't know if it's good. We'll find out. I'm doing a practice round today, so that'll be interesting.
That being said, since we're on that path, Carrie, what are you trying hard to do right now?
I'm trying hard to be creative in a way that will be entertaining and fun and educational to the people who come to my puppet show.
We have a name?
Yes, I'm calling it Hysterectomy Hallucination Homework, but I'm open to other ideas.
Okay. I think we should work on that a little bit. It's the H's.
Yeah, the alliteration.
Let's keep working on it.
But then today is August 8th, and it's always a hard day because it is the 9th anniversary of my mother's death, and so it's always a cry day.
Yeah, of course.
I had a walk and a cry earlier today, but now I'm feeling better. I met up with my dad at my mom's grave, and we watered her geraniums and said hi to her. So, yeah. So
I think that's healthy. It's a good thing to do. And a good cry is always a good thing.
Totally,
right?
yes. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I'm a big believer in that.
Well, I'm excited. So this is August 15th, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So a week from today, August 15th, I'll put a link in the show notes, and I will be opening for the great Regina Stoops, who I hope we have on the podcast soon.
Absolutely. She is hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, hey, did I tell you that when I was in Vegas, I saw a really good comedian?
Oh, yes, you saw Josh Wolf. I love him.
Do you know him?
Well, I'm familiar with his work because he's a frequent guest on some of the comedy podcasts I like.
We went to see him when we were in Vegas, and he was at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club, which is in the link, and it was a Monday night, and wasn't that busy, right? And he's like, oh, I'm glad I have a focus group to do my comedy to today. He had his son doing comedy with him too. So he's a kick. I would recommend him to anybody.
Yes. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know you go to Vegas pretty regularly. I'd love to tag along next time. Vegas was founded by Bugsy Siegel, and my maiden name's Siegel, and it's spelled the same way. So I feel like I'm home when I'm there because I see so many signs with my maiden name spelled correctly.
I love that.
Yalie, my friend, what are you trying hard to do this week?
By the way, I gotta come up with a nickname for you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
We'll workshop it.
We'll workshop it along with the name for your upcoming puppet show, I think.
Okay. Yes.
So, Mom was supposed to be here right now. You're talking about your mother, obviously. I'm lucky to still have Mom around. And Mom's 83 now.
A very young, spry
she really
83.
Is, right?
Yeah, very with it.
You know what was so cute the other day? She started taking creatine. Because we talked about it. So she's taking creatine, and I told her if you're going to do creatine, then you have to make sure you're lifting weights. Because that's part of it, right? It's really good for you and your bones and your skin and everything like that.
It's supposed to be good for active recovery too, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So Mom was supposed to be here. She was supposed to be here from today till next Sunday. And, I always love seeing Mom. I mean, then I started to make plans. She loves to play pickleball and tennis. So I was going to make sure we got her out to do all of that. We were going to rent her a bike.
And stand-up paddleboard.
Oh, yeah. Too, right? And we were going to go stand-up paddleboarding in this really cool place in Marin and everything. And then last week, I call her, and I know when something's wrong because we're on FaceTime, and I'm looking at her. And she said, I can't come. And I was like, well, what happened? Well, her cat. And it just seemed ridiculous at the time. She has a cat who's maybe, 13 now, Odie. Mm-hmm. And he was scratching himself a lot on his head and his ears and everything. And so he had to get him some medication. Now he has that big cone, and he just keeps scratching and this cone keeps coming off and Mom has to keep putting it on. And he looks depressed, to be honest with you. Like, she keeps showing me his face in this cone and he's like, he is absolutely miserable. And I say, well, Mom, she always has a really good friend that looks after the cat. And she asked her, but she just didn't feel right about it because it's like her responsibility and everything. So no Mom because of the cat now. So unfortunately, I don't get to see Mom. So I'm trying to figure out what else to do. But I was really looking forward to spending the week with her.
Yeah, I'm sorry it didn't work out.
You know what I was thinking? I was just in 2 places that were like 110 degrees.
Oh, right. Vegas and Fresno.
No, Vegas was fine because it was a pool. But Fresno, not so much. Not so much.
It's really crazy hot there in August. That's a tough heat.
Well, it's funny because I'm out with my team on a sales call. And after we get to the meeting, we always like to powwow. It's like, okay, let's talk about how that call went. But I'm like, we have either got to get in the shade or I'm going to call you from my air-conditioned car because I can't stand outside right now.
We gave it all, we took the swing, we overthought everything.